Hi, girls. Here we are. Welcome to young ladies, some seniors from Manchester Memorial High School. Welcome, girls. So glad to have you here with us.
Thank you. We're
Thank you
glad
for
to be
having
here.
me.
So we've been trying to find a way to sort of recognize some of our senior spring track athletes that unfortunately lost their final track season. So we just want to talk to you guys, see how you've been handling everything, what you've been up to, and just some of your memories from high school track and field. So I guess we'll start with you, Asia.
Okay.
Describe how you're handling this COVID-19 situation. How's your remote learning going? How's your training? I know you don't have a spring track season, but at one point we thought we might. So at that point, I'm sure you were training as if we were going to have a season. So what was that training looking like, and how is it being in isolation?
Yeah, so I've been actually training with two of my friends, Molly and Morgan, but we've been like social distancing and everything. So at the beginning, we were doing a bunch of track workouts and stuff and doing some like time trials, but now it's like slowed down a little bit. We're kind of just running longer miles but easier, just to kind of stay in shape, but not like wear ourselves out for cross country.
Okay, great. How have you been handling the remote learning, the education piece of it?
Yeah, it's been a little tricky, I guess. Just like with motivation and everything, because a lot of my classes don't have like due dates. It's kind of just like everything is due at the end of like the semester. So it's been
Oh,
a little
wow.
tricky, but um, I try to just motivate myself and make like due dates in my head so that I keep up with my work.
So you're getting some good training for college in terms of school then.
Yeah, because I have to kind of do it on my own.
Yeah, well, it's good for future, I guess. How about you, Leela? How's everything going for you?
Yeah, it's definitely been a little tricky to get used to, like Asia said. But definitely very different than being in school and having practice after school. I definitely try to keep routines as much as possible. So, like, wake up, breakfast, check in for classes, do a lot of my schoolwork then. And then just making sure I get outside still. So, like, I'm still trying to run and do my own workouts. I also play soccer, so it's usually like half the days I'm doing some sort of workout or run, and then the other half the days I'm playing soccer, keeping up those skills. So
Okay, great. All right, so let's talk about our favorite competition memory from, we'll keep it to track and field because I'm multi-athletes here, but let's keep it to track and field. So Leela, let's start with you. What's your favorite competition memory?
probably so last year we had a meet at Keene and it was a bit rainy, I believe, and we're coming upon like the last event. It was a 4x4, and so Asia was there with me. And so we were all kind of tired. I know some of us weren't feeling our best and whatever, but we still decided to run it because we figured good practice, whatever. And so we all decided to like keep our sweatpants on because it was really cold, and so we just put our shorts over our sweatpants and over our like soccer pants, and then we ran it like that, which everyone found extremely hilarious. So we had all of our teammates cheering us on around the whole thing. So that was really fun.
That's great. A nice fun memory from track. That's awesome. How about you, Asia? You got to beat that.
Yeah, well, mine is also a 4x4 memory, and Leela was there too.
Nice.
It was MOC's sophomore year. Um, Me, Molly, and Morgan, and Leela were all working really hard all season to try to go to New England's. Um, and we PR'd at MOC's and got third place and secured our spot to New England's. And it was just like, I don't know, we all worked so hard together the whole season. It was just really nice for everything to like come together. And I just remember like all of us hugging and so being so happy that we finally made it.
There's something super special about a relay. I mean, my kids are the same way. You can't beat that. Your individual events are great, but when it comes down to that relay, especially the 4x4, the end of the meet, everyone's tired. It's just there's something very, very special about that.
The energy is unmatchable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it truly is. That's great. Okay, let's go to our workouts. Asia, we'll start with you this time. What's your favorite workout?
Um, so I like shorter stuff, like the lower rep or higher reps but lower in distance. So I did a workout a few weeks ago that I really liked, and it was 4x200, 8x400, 4x200, and I did it on the track, so it was like really nice, and it's at like rep pace, so it wasn't super duper fast, but I don't know, it
Yeah.
was fun.
Did you have extra time in between those 200s and 400s, or was it the same rest in between all?
It was 2 minutes in between the 200s, and I think it was two or it might have just been 2 minutes for all of them. I can't remember.
Okay. It's a great endurance workout.
Hmm.
Yeah, get nice and tired and then have some 200s at the end. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. All right, Leo, how about you? What's your favorite workout?
So probably my favorite one was this indoor season. So I was training for states in the 55-meter hurdles. And my coach had this workout where we set up one hurdle at the first hurdle mark. I go over that and then I sprint the rest of the distance, 55 meters. And then you would do that a couple times. I think I did like 4 times. And then we add a second hurdle. So then you go over both and then you sprint the rest of the distance. And then we set up 3 hurdles and then you go over those and sprint the rest of the distance. So it was just a really good one to work on keeping that speed throughout the whole rest of the hurdles. But I really
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's great. Okay. Let's talk about some motivation. So you can be specific to things that your coach does to motivate you, or just internal motivation, or what are some things that get you ready to compete and get you kind of pumped up? And Leila, we'll start with you.
So probably the biggest motivator for me is I don't know, just cheering me on like during the race. Like all my coaches are pretty vocal like on the sidelines, like on the track when we're running. And I've had one specific coach, Coach Null. She was sort of a distance coach, but she definitely like had like cheered on everyone. And she was possibly the loudest person I've ever met. So you could hear her from the other side of the track. And it's just really motivating when you can hear that and you're like you have like nothing left, but then you hear that and you're like, I gotta just push through the end, and it's very motivational.
Okay, great. All right. How about you, Asia?
I think just like all the workouts they give me and just knowing how like prepared they're making me just for the meets is enough to motivate me, because I know how hard they work on creating the workouts and like making sure the team is functioning. So that's enough for me to feel really motivated in my races.
Hmm. Sounds like you guys have a great relationship and a lot of respect for your coaches.
Yes, I
That's
love my
fantastic.
It's
Yes,
coaches.
great.
that's fantastic. Great. Okay, so how about what's your favorite thing about track and field, Asia?
Probably like all the memories with my friends, especially you, Leela. We've
Aw.
been so close. I mean, we've been close our whole life, but
Yeah.
track and field has definitely brought us a lot of like fun moments. And seeing all my friends from other schools, I did like Granite State Flash in middle school, so I met a lot of people from different schools, and now I see them at high school meets, or I did, which is kind of sad. But
Aw.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna miss that.
Okay. How about you, Leela?
I've gotta agree. It's just like the like memories I've been able to make with all my friends and teammates and stuff like that. Definitely meeting a lot of cool people who I probably wouldn't have met if I didn't do track through it. And also, again, like I do club soccer outside of school, so like I have friends from all different teams all across like the state. So it's fun to like go to a track meet and then I talk to them, and then I see them at practice and we're talking about the track meet. So it's just nice to make a whole bunch of friends through it. So.
Great. All right, so let's talk about your plans for the future. Since obviously you didn't get that spring track season, we're looking towards the future. We got some big time schools here. We have the University of Alabama and Quinnipiac. So those are some big time programs. So
Mhm.
are we thinking of possibly, now Lily, you said you're also a soccer athlete. So are we thinking soccer, track? Are we thinking those are big time schools? We've got nursing on there. Are we going to do some club stuff? Where's our future for us? Lila, we'll start with you.
So I don't plan to play any sport like D1 at University of Alabama next year, but I definitely like to be involved in club sports and stuff like that. Particularly club soccer, but I'm open to trying some sort of club running and stuff like that. And then I'll be majoring in chemical engineering, so I don't know how much time I'll have outside of that, but I definitely like to stay active and stay participating in different sports.
Well, that's the nice thing about when you have those big time D1 programs, they have lots of clubs.
Mhm.
So it doesn't have to be that varsity sport you can find. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, Asia, how about you? Quinnipiac, also Division 1, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be running cross country and track there. And then I'm in the nursing program. So yeah, I'll be there for 4 years.
Okay. So you're gonna go Division 1, so that's gonna be a lot of time with the nursing. So, but if anybody can manage their time, it's cross country and track athletes from what I've learned is coaching and doing it myself. So
Yeah, and I'll be switching to the 800. So we'll see how that goes.
Nice. That's my girl right there. Working our way up. That's great. Good. Okay, so let's do some fun questions to kind of end. So we're going to start with you, Asia. Let's see. Favorite pre-meet meal? Go.
Um, I actually have Dunkin's before on the day of. It's not healthy at all. It's just literally my tradition. I just have a everything bagel with cream cheese and yeah.
Oh, the bagel's not so bad. I was thinking you were going to say coffee.
No, I normally don't have coffee on the day of race day, but I
So I
drink
was
a
going
lot.
to say, moving up to the 800, I don't think that's going to happen.
I get myself a Dunkin's ice water.
Okay, there you go. That's okay. All right, how about you, Leela?
I like Panera chocolate chip bagels. I love those. I eat them on the bus. To me, they're great. But yeah, so that's my.
Okay, that's a good one. All right, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go, Leela?
Probably Ireland.
Okay, great. Asia?
I went on a really great trip to Ghana, Africa, and I would want to go back there.
Wow, amazing. Now, I have to ask, what did you go there for?
I was on a missionary trip to deliver like medication, and do a medical clinic with the people there.
What an amazing opportunity.
Mhm.
That's excellent. Okay, what would you do if you could not fail, Asia?
I would either go to the Olympics or become a surgeon.
Very good choices. All right, Leela, you got to top that.
Okay, if I'm gonna be honest, I'd probably play the lottery. Because then I could have a bunch of money and then I could put that
So
towards
basic.
a whole ton of things. Donate to
Mhm.
charity, all that stuff.
All right, you're thinking ahead. That way you can do lots of things.
Yes.
I like it. All right. Okay, so one last question. Who would you like to do a shout out to, Leela?
I don't know, just in general, my family, my siblings, my parents, my coaches, my friends, teammates, all of them.
Okay, Asia?
Um, I would like to shout out my family and like the awesome 4x4 team that I was talking about, Lela, Molly, and Morgan. Also, my coaches, especially Sharon Nault, who has helped me through so much and has made me the athlete I am today.
Well, thank you, ladies, so much for joining us. This has been fantastic getting to know you, and New Hampshire is so sad that we haven't been able to see you this spring, but we will be watching you as you head into your collegiate career. In Asia, you're going to keep doing some running, so make sure you come back and talk to the website about what it's like to be a freshman again.
I definitely will. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
girls.